guys, I'm super excited to have Aileen here today. She's going to discuss the crazy way she started playing adult tennis and her first match. She's also going to give advice for new players playing in their first match. A little background on Aileen. She has played for 12 years and on 113 USTA teams. So she is definitely an expert on adult recreational tennis. She started out as a true beginner and is now one of the best players at our club. So I'm thrilled to speak with her today. Aileen, did you start as a beginner or did you grow up playing tennis?
Oh, no, I was definitely a beginner. Really didn't even know how to hold a racket. And it was a foreign concept that you would have to switch a grip in order to hit a different ball on with a racket. I never watched tennis, had no idea about the crazy scoring. It was completely foreign to me.
How did you start?
We moved into a country club neighborhood that was starting tennis, and the tennis pro that just came in was out recruiting people. It's like, you got to give me a chance, come on out and just do a clinic and see if you like it. There are 5 or 6 of us that just started all together. We were all in the same boat. Nobody had any clue what to do. We took about 3 or 4 lessons in the fall, and then the courts would freeze over because we had all clay courts, and they would freeze over for all winter into like March. So then we didn't hit it all, didn't even think about tennis really all winter. And then in the springtime that year, the pro signed us up for a USTA team. And we didn't even do anything. And he said, hey, you guys have to go to this neighboring club and you're getting ready to play. So total, I think we'd had 5 clinics ever. And we didn't get together and organize to play by ourselves. So he went with us, our pro went with us, and we had never been taught to hit a serve, and we had no idea how to score.
Oh my goodness.
At all on our first match.
It was really nice of your pro to do that, but they kind of throwing you in the deep end for your very first match to never even been taught how to serve.
Oh, yeah, completely. And we were shaking. I remember the first match, we'd show up and we were just like, okay, we're literally scared to death. And we were doing well if we hit a ball. And we got killed and we were shaking and it was kind of like ripping a Band-Aid off. And it was 6-3, 6-0.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't even remember the 3 games and I'm not sure how exactly we would have got them. I imagine it's because it was so easy or such softballs that they beat themselves. That's the only thing I can fathom.
Right. Since you couldn't get a serve in,
And we were scared. We were scared to death. In that whole season, we were 2-8, I believe, was our record.
Yeah.
And we were so happy to win those 2 matches. We all loved it. And then we got to, okay, we don't want to lose so much. And then the competitive nature kicked in and we started practicing more. And in the summer, our records were really good. And in the fall, we were nearly undefeated. We were addicted at that point and having a great time. And we figured out how to get the ball in the box. It may not have been pretty, but it was getting the ball in the box. And second spring, we went to the state championships. And then the next year, the majority of the team got bumped up to 3-0. So that was fun. But like our pro at the time, he went with us to states, which is very unusual.
Right.
Usually that does not happen.
That sounds like you had a pretty amazing pro. Didn't you say he played in the Davis Cup? Like he was?
Yes. Yeah. He played in the Davis Cup. He played for Alabama. He was very good.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone before they played in their first match? Since you have played for 12 years and have played on a ton of teams, what advice would you give someone when they're just starting?
I would just say, don't take it too seriously. Everybody has started at some point. And I think 2-5 that level gets a little crazy because you have the brand new people like we were when we started that haven't been able to hit a ball and can barely do that. And then you have the people that are about to move up to 3-0 and they are even thinking a little bit of strategy and they don't worry about really getting it in the box. They're even starting to think about where to put the ball and things like that. And there's a big range, I feel like, in that 2-5 level. But I know when our second year at 2-5, we went from knowing nothing to getting pretty intense when we were going to states. And our pro was pretty competitive too. But I remember he had a sports psychologist come in our states, mind you, was in the middle of summer and it was so hot outside. And so we had the fitness director.
Wait, at 2-5, you had a sports psychologist?
2-5. Oh my goodness. Yes. At 2-5, we would get together in the middle of the afternoon, like 1 or 3 o'clock. I don't know when, at the hottest part. And we would go out on the blacktop and we would have the fitness director run us in sprints and do tennis agility drills and stuff like that to prepare for the heat. Then he had a psychologist come in and talk to us about it. And it was kind of funny because the psychologist, I think, had been drinking a little much when he got there. So it all got really funny, but we were very intense and very in our heads. And I think that would be the biggest thing. It's like, you know what? Have fun with it. Not too much fun, because I know some teams have a whole lot of fun, but then at states and they're a little hungover when they play the next day. But yeah, I think that's just it. It's just keep it, it's not Wimbledon. Nobody's getting a paycheck. Have fun, do your best.
Yeah. And I think
if you don't do well, everybody's in the same ballpark.
That's right. And that, just go out and try it, even though, you know, nobody feels ready. I mean, you talked about shaking, which that's shocking to me that you were shaking. As when I watch you play tennis, I can't imagine you ever shaking before a match, but just go and do it. Everybody is in the same boat. Just get out there and play, and you're going to be bad. I mean, if you should be bad. If not, you're probably in the wrong level. The one thing I do like about tennis and playing it as an adult is that you can start at the very bottom level and play people at a lower level. I find with some of the other sports that adults play, like I go and play basketball sometimes still, and I'm playing with people that played in college, and there's not where they kind of give you the levels so that you're playing people at your own level. Or even with soccer, you go out and play adult soccer, you may be playing with people that are really, really good. The thing I really like about tennis is that I'm not going out and playing with a college player. I'm going out and playing with someone somewhat near my level.
I remember, I think I was a new 3-0 player. So it would have been my third year playing. And I played a singles match against a girl who was rated 3-0. And she walked onto the court and she had she just wasn't very consistent at all. She couldn't hit 3 balls at the same time, but her shots were amazing.
Right.
And she walked on, she's like, I lose everything. And she had that really down attitude right out of the chute. And I mean, I was winning a lot at that point, but it was kind of like I was not comfortable the entire match from the very first stroke. It's like I knew she could beat me at any point, but she had already lost in her head.
Right.
Because she pretty much told me that. And she told me that one of the pros, I think at a city court, told her, don't rank yourself as a 2-5 when you're first starting. You're going to be bored. Just rank yourself at a 3-0 and go that way. And she had played a couple years, I guess, at 3-0 and didn't get bumped down because I think they were competitive enough matches. I mean, again, I think she easily could have won if she believed in herself, I think. And, I was telling her then, you can always play up one level. If you're at that, like, I'm not sure where I should be, but she really needed to just build her confidence.
Yes.
And if she would have started playing at 2-5, she could still play on 3-0 teams, but she would have believed that she could win. Because I think at that point, she just kind of came in and it's like, oh, yes, I lose. That's what I do. And her game was good.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's no shame in starting at 2-5.
Yeah, I'm really glad I started at 2-5. So just to wrap this up, even though you were shaking your first match, are you really glad you did it?
Oh, yeah. So glad. And again, we got the bug and it became social and we liked it. And then we started having success at it and it was fun. And so, we just really enjoyed it at that point.
Thanks so much to Aileen for discussing her first match and discussing how she started playing tennis. I still cannot believe she's played on 113 USTA teams. You can tell she definitely loves it. And just so everyone knows, the way she started is not normal. I remember I got a lesson with our pro and he told me to meet a group of women to practice. And at the end of that practice, I was told that there wasn't enough room on the 2-5 team for me. me. So I'm pretty sure I got cut from a 2-5 team without even knowing it. But I found another team and it all worked out. If you guys have any other tips for someone before their first adult recreational tennis match, please email secondservetennis@yahoo.com. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the court soon.